Yahweh was speaking to Moshe, Shemot, Exodus chapter 28. And bring thou near to thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may serve to me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for splendor. And thou shalt speak to all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they make Aaron's garments to sanctify him, that he may serve to me in the priest's office. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, and a ephod, and a robe, and a coat of checkerwork, a mitre, and a belt. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may serve to me in the priest's office. And they shall take the gold, and the blue, and the purple, and the scarlet, and the fine linen. And they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and purple, scarlet, and fine twined linen, the work of the skillful workman. It shall have 2 shoulder pieces joined to the 2 ends thereof, that it may be joined together, and the skillfully woven band, which is upon it, wherewith to gird it on, shall be like the work thereof, and of the same piece, of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. And thou shalt take 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 of their names on the one stone, and the names of the 6 that remain on the other stone, according to their birth, with the work of an engraver in stone, like the engravings of a signet, shalt thou engrave the 2 stones, according to the names of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be enclosed in settings of gold, and thou shalt put the 2 stones upon the shoulder pieces of the ephod, to be stones of memorial for the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before Yahweh upon his 2 shoulders for a memorial. And thou shalt make settings of gold, and 2 chains of pure gold, like cords shalt thou make them, of wreathen work, and thou shalt put the wreathen chains on the settings. And thou shalt make a breastplate of judgment, the work of the skillful workman, like the work of the ephod. Thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen shalt thou make it. 4 it shall be, and double. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set in it settings of stones, 4 rows of stones, a row of sardius, topaz, and emerald shall be the 1st row, and the 2nd row a garnet, a sapphire, and a diamond, and the 3rd row a jacinth, an agate, and an amethyst, and the 4th row a beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be enclosed in gold in their settings. And the stones shall be according to the names of the children of Israel, 12, according to their names, like the engravings of a signet, every one according to his name, they shall be for the 12 tribes. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains like cords of wreathen work of pure gold. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and shalt put the 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. And thou shalt put the 2 wreathen chains of gold in the 2 rings at the ends of the breastplate. And the other 2 ends of the 2 wreathen chains thou shalt put on the 2 settings, and put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod in the forepart thereof. And thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put them upon the 2 ends of the breastplate, upon the edge thereof, which is toward the side of the ephod inward. And thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and shalt put them on the 2 shoulder pieces of the ephod underneath, in the forepart thereof, close by the coupling thereof, above the skillfully woven band of the ephod. And they shall bind the breastplate by the rings thereof to the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it be upon the skillfully woven band of the ephod, and that the breastplate be not loosed from the ephod. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of judgment upon his heart, when he goeth into the holy place, for a memorial before Yahweh continually. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before Yahweh. And Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before Yahweh continually. And thou shalt make the robe of the ephod all of blue, and it shall have a hole for the head in the midst thereof. It shall have a binding of woven work round about the whole of it, as it were the whole of a coat of mail, that it be not torn. And upon the margins of it thou shalt make pomegranates of blue and of purple and of scarlet, round about the margins thereof, and bells of gold between them round about, a golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate, upon the margins of the robe round about. And it shall be upon Aaron to serve, and the sound thereof shall be heard when he goeth into the holy place before Yahweh, and when he cometh out, that he die not. And thou shalt make a plate of pure gold, and engrave upon it, like the engravings of a signet, a holy thing for Yahweh. And thou shalt put it on a lace of blue, and it shall be upon the mitre, upon the forefront of the mitre it shall be. And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, and Aaron shall bear the iniquity of the holy things, which the children of Israel shall hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall be always upon upon his forehead, that they be accepted before Yahweh. And thou shalt weave the coat in checkerwork of fine linen, and thou shalt make a mitre of fine linen, and thou shalt make a belt, the work of the embroiderer. And for Aaron's sons thou shalt make coats, and thou shalt make for them belts, and dome caps shalt thou make for them, for glory and for splendor. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother, and upon his sons with him, and shalt anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they serve to me in the priest's office. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover the flesh of their nakedness. From the loins even to the thighs they shall reach. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons, when they go into the tent of appointment, or when they come near to the altar to serve in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever to him and to his seed after him.